Welcome. It's so nice to be here with you all. So nice. To be spiritual is to be led by spirit, led by spirit. To let God lead you. This higher intelligence, this higher grace, this higher love to lead you. And so the practice of meditation is a wonderful time to recommit to this basic truth. To be spiritual means to be led by spirit. And so I invite you all just to gently sit with this. What does this mean to be led by spirit? What does it mean to live by spirit? It's a different kind of life. It's a radical shift out of egoic identity. And as soon as we step on this path of spirituality, of saying, yes, I'm willing to be led by spirit, right away we may think of these great leaps in consciousness, these grand commitments, these incredible acts of surrender. We can think of the mythological stories we've heard of the Buddha. In one moment, he woke up with a flash of insight. But these stories are often impractical. They often lead us astray. To give birth into human form and to choose to be spiritual, to choose to be led by something higher, means we must honor this basic truth that this is a path of imperfection. The ego thinks, again, in terms of, I will make this one giant leap. I will prove to God once and for all that I'm fearless, that I'm loving, that I'm devoted. But God isn't looking for your grand acts, your giant leaps, busting through the gate of enlightenment. God is asking, can you love yourself? Do you love yourself? Are you kind? Are you generous of heart? Do you share your smile, your gift with the world? Are you willing to forgive? Forgive those who've attacked you or humiliated you. Are you willing to surrender in a million different ways? Not one big one, but a million different ways. And what you'll find with your human body, your human mind, your human emotions, is you will find that you will do this very imperfectly. You'll fall on your face. You'll make a fool of yourself. You'll struggle. You'll be confused by your own spiritual superego, the various ways the ego co-ops your spirituality. The ego co-ops our spirituality in order to serve itself, to build itself up, to be in control, to think it knows, to satisfy some grand philosophical attainment or realization. But to be human and to be led by spirit is to honor immediately our own imperfection, our own shortcomings. And as we do this, we come to this incredible gate, this gate of humility, a gate of humility. If we have not walked through this gate, we will never truly be awake. We'll never truly be led by spirit. For we will be led by ego, because ego is arrogant, confused, argumentative. And so again, I invite you just to close your eyes if you haven't already. And just ask yourself, what does it mean? What would it mean for me to be led by spirit? What does it mean? What would it mean for me to be led by spirit? Be led by a quiet, gentle, humble intelligence. And so I invite you to breathe in and breathe out. Just begin to relax your body, relax your nervous system. And invite it just to soften here. To soften. The ego is always doing, thinking, achieving, figuring out, sorting out, micromanaging. And in this moment, can you allow that to melt? Allow that to melt. And so we're just breathing in, breathing out. Giving your mind full permission to melt. To melt. Just gently inviting your heart to come forward. This quiet radiance in your heart. The gentleness, the innocence. So we invite this to come forward. To lead us. And right away, if you struggle with this, if your heart is heavy, if it's divided, if it's confused, if your mind is going to war with yourself, I invite you simply to breathe in and breathe out. Just help the body to relax. more and more as you focus on breathing, relaxing the body. Mind will settle down, take off its armor, let go of its fight. So I invite you just to feel the muscles in your forehead, your face, just beginning to relax, to let go. Various muscles in the jaw and the neck. Just breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing all the muscles of the face, back of the skull, the throat, the shoulders. Just gently breathing in, breathing out. Gently smiling at our intention here. The intention to be led by spirit. Gently smiling at your humanity and its imperfect nature, its struggle, its fight with this most basic intention. So with each breath, you're relaxing more and more and more. Breathing, feeling. And just gently letting go. Muscles in the chest, behind the heart, the solar plexus, the belly. More and more as we're relaxing the body. You may notice these gentle flows of divinity waking up. And flowing throughout our spacious nature. Gently breathing in and breathing out. And just gently relaxing the solar plexus, the lower belly, pelvis, pelvic floor, arms, the hands, the legs, the feet. Invoking this masterful presence from within, this column of light, this column of divinity, which states, I am awake, I am alive, I am fully present in my being. I am choosing this moment to be led by Spirit, to be moved by truth, to be nurtured by silence, by spaciousness, the great freedom of emptiness. Breathing in and breathing out. Gently acknowledging, if I am to be led by Spirit, must be humble, be open, empty, empty of confusion, of pain, division. So if any of this is floating around, just invite it to unravel. To the supreme silence. To unravel into the emptiness. So breathing in, breathing out. Just gently surrendering. The basic innocence of your being. And yes, I know who I am. I know who I am. I am good. I am holy. I am luminous light. So breathing in, breathing out. Some of you may notice this brilliance, the third eye, the crown. This lovely flow of grace waking up in you, as you. So we're breathing, feeling, saying yes to the light. Again, breathing in, breathing out, feeling, experiencing. Present to what's here. more and more. Maybe feeling this light penetrating your being. Overwhelming the walls of ego, melting the personality, the thoughts. Breathing in, breathing out. Giving yourself permission to receive this light. And for some of you who are sensitive, you may notice this whole column of light pouring into you, profoundly nourishing your being, waking up all the cells in the body, being utterly flooded with light. You are loved, my child. That's the voice of God. You are loved, my child. I am here for you, to worship you, to love you, to hold you. Let me take your pain, your suffering, your confusion, your struggle. Give it all to me. Let me show you a greater world, greater life. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling, experiencing. Saying yes to that which is good, that which is divine, that which is holy. And for those of you who are struggling, smile at this imperfection. Smile at your confusion. Smile at your difficulty. Give yourself permission to surrender this. Join me in the heart. Receive something greater. Breathing in, breathing out. Giving yourself permission to be relaxed, to be open, to be receptive. What does it mean to be led by spirit? So again, can you soften your jaw, your throat, muscles in the chest and behind the heart? Can you soften the solar plexus? Breathe deep into the belly. Gently relaxing all the muscles of the abdomen, the pelvis, the pelvic floor. More and more as you let go, as you release, As the body relaxes, experiences greater descent of light, of love, of gentleness. You welcome the sweet nectar of bliss, Amrita. Each and every one of you could use a little more Amrita, gentle bliss, flowing through the body, nervous system. Just let it come. Let yourself be held, loved. The only price you have to pay for this bliss is to surrender your mind, your attachment to thought, the seriousness, trying to be perfect. Let yourself be childlike. And receive. It's an elixir of love. Breathing in, breathing out. Allowing this column of light to touch you, to bless you, to hold you, to heal you, to soften you. Invite this column of light to show you how to be kind to you, how to be loving to you, how to be sweet to you, how to be gentle to you, how to be compassionate to you. Breathing in, breathing out. Inviting this column of life pour into you. Down through the crown, the third eye, the throat into the heart, exploding with light, with brilliance, with love, tenderness and bliss. Descending deeper into the solar plexus, the aura, softening, melting, showing you absolute emptiness of egoic identification, just melting it all. And just gently asking, what's here within me? Asking to be loved. What's here? It's holding back. It's deeply desiring to melt, to be held in this light. Welcome all the imperfect aspects. Welcome them all forward. To the light. The places within us that feel isolated, alone, abandoned, confused, divided. More than anything else, need this love. All the imperfect aspects of self. We're leading them into the spirit, into the light, the healing grace. They can unravel, release, be touched, be loved, be nourished. This too is welcome. Fully, completely, totally. Every neurotic, divided, confused, sabotaging, cheating, prostituting aspect of self. Is welcome in this light. No one will be turned away. No thing will be turned away by this love. Give yourself full permission to be open, vulnerable, surrendered. Let this light pour into every aspect of your being. Have your way with us, Lord. We want a greater life. This human life, this human condition, this mind, this ego, it's been too much for us. Show us something greater. Each and every one of you, I invite you to take a deep breath. Just relax a little more fully. Thank you, Lord, for coming into me, for flooding my heart with your light, your love. My prayer is that I may be continually open to your higher grace, your higher love. My prayer is that I may be a conduit of light for my brothers and sisters here on planet Earth. So I invite you all to see this light shining out in all directions. Blessing your friends, your family, your children, your animals. Blessing your extended family, the community, the Sangha, your nation, this world. May all beings without reservation be blessed in this light, this love. May we learn to come together, to live in harmony, to support each other, to honor Mother Earth, the 10 billion other species here. May we all live in harmony together. Together. This is our highest prayer. And so, it's been so nice to sit with you all this evening, share this grace, this light with you. Truly. I thought we'd just take a moment and thank God for her presence in our life. Thank the great peace, the emptiness, the freedom. Thank all of our teachers for sharing the Dharma and being so dedicated and serving us, for spreading the truth and showing us there is another way to live. I've had so many great teachers on the path. So we thank them. We thank the prophets, the masters, the holy ones who've inspired us. There's another way to live, another way to live. And so, thank you all truly for showing up, for sharing your hearts with me, for blessing me with your light, your innocence, your purity. And thank you for blessing me with your imperfection. You know, all of us here, it's a silly thing being human. We fall on our faces in so many different ways. And wouldn't it be different if we lived in a world where everyone was perfect and we were always stumbling? And so it's nice to have some brothers and sisters on the path who stumble alongside of us. So y'all have a wonderful night. Happy Thanksgiving for those of you in the United States, and we'll see you next week.